Hi, everybody. Happy Halloween. Welcome to our late night special of Spill It. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this episode. As you can probably tell, I can't wait. It's going to be absolutely epic. Look at my wig. Oh, she's beautiful, isn't she? I absolutely love it. Glenn straight in with the comments with a smiley face. Guys, this is what I want to see. You've got a little comment to leave, whether it be a question, a comment, an emoji, whatever it is. Feel free to pop it in the comments because I get to do things like that and pop them up for everybody to see, and we get to discuss it on the show. Now, you might be wondering, what am I? I don't know, in all honesty. I dragged my way from a grave. My hair, obviously, is from when I've been pulled out of a grave. I've dug myself out, and obviously the flowers are from the garden or wherever I was buried. Maybe my other half, Mr. Glenn here, maybe he buried me, and I've crawled out of the grave to come and get him. Who knows? Who knows? But welcome to Spill It. This is a show where we get to talk with a whole range of different people with three different missions. With three different missions, we get to connect the world, we get to inspire, and we get to learn. Every day is a school day, and today is no different. Tonight is no different, and I can't wait for it. Samantha Edwards is straight in. Love it. Thanks, Samantha. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining in. Karen's loads of love hearts. Thank you, Karen, as well. So make sure that you get those comments and questions in. Super important because we get to discuss them live on air, and it's going to be amazing. Danny, lol. Who's Danny? Glenn, you might have to explain that. Never mind. But this is episode 20. This is Halloween. Happy Halloween, as I said before. Miss Sherry Vine is patiently waiting backstage. She'll be on very, very shortly. It does say right there that she'll be on at 10:15. However, we're going to bring her out a little bit earlier. But there is just a couple of things that we need to discuss. So make sure that you hit that share button, get this far and wide, bring people into the community of Spill It, because it's a safe environment. We're all here, we're all helping each other, and especially during these times. Louise, love the jacket. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is my Halloween jacket. This is what I wear on all my Halloweens now. Linda's saying, looking dapper. Thanks, Linda. I appreciate that. But there we go. So, announcements. There are two announcements before we bring out Sherry, okay? The first one is something for you to sit back and watch. And the first one, that'll be the second one. The first one is what we're going to discuss right now. So after we do the video, that is when we'll bring on the legend that is Miss Sherry Vine. So, announcements. Obviously, people of the UK, we have had our announcement tonight talking about a second lockdown starting on Thursday. It is an unfortunate time, but it is a time that we have to get through together. And to do that, we need to be looking out for each other. We need to be looking after each other's mental health and mental well-being. And all I wanted to say, guys, is that Spill It has been going since the first lockdown. Spill It was something, an idea that I had during lockdown to kind of connect people together. Let me just sort my camera out because it seems a little bit, nope, don't like that. Don't like that view. Let's leave it there. So Spill It was something that I started way back on the first lockdown in the UK, and it was just a way to connect people together because we couldn't see each other. And now, obviously, we head into a second lockdown. So I just want to kind of reiterate the points of Spill It. It is to connect people together. It is to inspire, and it is to learn. We need to inspire to be better people and to look after each other as well, and look after those people who are more vulnerable. Sorry, not less vulnerable, more vulnerable than what we are. We need to be looking out for people, friends, family, even just your neighbours. We need to be looking out for everybody. And the only way that we're going to do that is if we open our hearts a little bit and, don't bring each other down. As for the support that is out there, one of the websites that I regularly check all the time because of all the latest updates and things like that, and the amount of resources that are available there, is mind.org.uk. If you go onto that website, it's a mental health organization who offer support, and they offer different services and different resources for people to come along and to make them feel better, to know that somebody's there, and they're not on their own. So all I would say, guys, is if you are feeling it, make sure that you reach out to someone. We've talked about it before on different episodes. We talked about it, with loads of different people about reaching out and being there for one another. And that's all I can say for you guys. Just continue what you're doing. Let's go above and beyond, and let's get through this together. Reese, what are you wearing? I am wearing this. This is Regina, actually. Regina, this is Regina's hair. Regina is my alter ego, but yeah. And I am wearing she. She's wearing me. We are one of the same. Stop taking the mick out of me, Reese. I hate you sometimes. Scott, worked hard making this. Thank you, Scott. I really do appreciate that. Right, moving on to our second announcement. For those who tuned in on Wednesday, we did an episode all about Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode Hush. We did a watch party with that, and we got sent a very, very special message that I would love to share with you guys. So, can't wait for this. Here is the special message from Claire Kramer, star of Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 5, who played Glorificus.
Hi guys, this is Claire Kramer of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I would like to give a big shout out to all the listeners of the Spill It podcast, and especially the hosts, Marcus, Emmy, Jade, Michael, Abby, and Jenna. Hi, I hope you guys are doing really well. First of all, I'm so flattered you guys are doing a Buffy watch, and especially on the episode Hush. What a great episode. Of course, I was not in that episode. Would have been much greater if I was. However, it is one of the classic, but I think that and The Body are like the two episodes that everyone talked about. And, Joss didn't put Spike or Glory in Hush because he wanted to keep it like super realistic. So I can respect that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy rewatching the episode, and maybe I will join you because I haven't seen it in a long time. Let me tell you, Glory, the great Glorificus, I cannot imagine her without a voice. I don't think that she could ever really keep her mouth too quiet. So if she, I guess, Glory without a voice is Ben. So that's really, now that I'm thinking about it, that's like kind of what it is. Whenever she's Ben, she's without her voice. And you know what? While we're on the subject of Ben and Glory, a lot of people assume that at the end of the season, in the 100th episode, that Glory died just because Ben died. But I don't think that's true. I actually think, my theory, and I'm just throwing this out there for all the Buffy fans, my theory is that Glory actually body jumped into Giles. And she's alive out there somewhere just waiting for her chance, whether it's in the comics or, the revival of the show, to reappear and, create some alternate reality fun. Anyway, again, thank you guys so much for caring enough about the show to do a watch party. Spill It sounds like an amazing podcast. And if you aren't already listening to it, I totally encourage you to. I'm going to tune in myself. And on that note, I hope you guys have a great Halloween, which is tomorrow, and have a lot of fun. Stay safe out there and mask up. All right. Mwah. And don't forget to vote. Bye.
That's right. Claire Kramer sent us a beautiful message talking about the Book of the Vampire Slayer watch that we did. It was so cool to have her. And not only will she be tuning in, let's say, but Claire Kramer will officially be coming on the Spill It show, which I am so excited for as well. She'll be talking about her time playing Glorificus or Glory in season 5 on Book of the Vampire Slayer. It is going to be an amazing episode, and I can't wait for that. So, who's excited to see Sherry? Drop a comment and let me know who is really excited to see Sherry. Lee Jenkinson is on edge waiting for Sherry. So am I. We are just about ready to bring her out, but keep dropping those comments. And tell you what, let's Should we bring her out? Should we bring Sherry out? Do me a favour. Give loads of round of applause, loads of emojis, loads of love hearts, everything. Let's give Sherry the biggest welcome ever to Spill It. And here we go. Let's bring her out. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you perfectly fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, that's the most applause I've ever gotten.
Hang on, I'll do it for you. Ready? There we go.
Wondrous applause.
We've got Louise sending lots of love and thumbs up. We've got Glenn. Glenn has just said he's splashing his tights. There you go.
What time is it over there?
It is 10 past 10 in the evening.
That's so wild. Okay. It's only 3 p.m. here in the afternoon. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. And I'm in drag room. But it is Halloween, so it's kind of, I feel like I can go to the coffee shop dressed like this today.
Well, you certainly look the part to go to the coffee shop, so I wouldn't expect anything else.
For Halloween.
Well, it is, as I say, 10 p.m. for us in the UK, which is why I've got my bottle of rum here ready to go. So I am going to be well and merry all the way through this. I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
Drinking games, I was like, I can't drink yet. I have to actually do a show after this for a private birthday show. So I was like, I better not start drinking yet.
No, probably best not. But that doesn't mean that I can't drink, and I cannot wait.
Oh,
Kelsey loves both of the outfits. Yours is clearly better. So
no, honey, no, not at all. Where?
Scott's wondering, where in the world are you?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Ah, nice, LA. There you go.
It is gorgeous. Do you guys do Celsius or Fahrenheit?
We do Celsius.
Oh, okay, because it's 88 degrees today, which is like 18, 19, maybe.
We had rain.
Oh well.
That's our autumn, which is obviously your fall. It rains.
Where in the UK are you right now?
So I'm in the north of the UK, in Lancashire. So.
Okay, I don't know if I've been there. I've been all over because I've done a lot of the group tours, the drag tours and stuff. And
yes, that's where I saw you last time.
And I opened for Bianca Del Rio, so I've been all over, but I don't know if I've been to Lancashire.
No, you've probably not been to Lancashire because Lancashire's a really, really small.
Oh, where did you see me?
Leeds, I believe it was. Was it Leeds?
Yeah.
It was for the Comedy Queens.
Yeah, that was in February. That was funny. That's the last time I've been out of town, I think, February.
There we go. Yeah, it was with Manila Luzon. It was with Nina West. Yeah, it was.
Lady Bunny.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Oh, I had so much fun. Oh, and what's her name from the UK?
Katya. Oh, Bag of Chips.
Girl, I got some stories. Oh my Lord.
Oh, spill them all. Spill them all. We're called Spill It for a reason.
I love her. Of course, I worked with her once before in. We did this show together in Brighton, so it was like 3 years ago, I think. So it was before Drag Race, and that bitch can drink. Girl, I was like, I had to tap out. I was like, bye, bitch. I love her. She's just so fun.
Brill. Are you ready to play a little bit of a game?
I love games. Bring it.
Good. So we're going to play. You're probably familiar with it anyway, but we're going to play 5-second rule.
Nope.
Okay. No. So I'm going to ask you to name 3 things, and you've got 5 seconds to name those 3 things.
Mm-hmm. And what happens
if
I win?
If you win, I will drink.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, yeah, I want you to lose.
I lose. I drink.
Well, I would say yes, but obviously, it's 3 p.m. where you are, so I'm probably going to have to drink as well.
All right. That sounds like a win-win for you. Okay. I'm ready.
Cool.
Three things
Well,
in 5 seconds.
yes, I will do. You have to wait until I've finished reading the question, and then the timer will start. Okay?
A lot of
So, a lot of rules. Okay. Name 3 famous bald people.
James Gandolfini.
You lost.
Oh my God, 5 seconds goes fast.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does. Are you ready for your next one?
Okay, yes.
Name 3 things you do while no one is looking.
Touch myself inappropriately, brush my teeth, pick my nose.
Well done. I will drink for that one. Well done.
It doesn't have to be true, right? Because a lot of people watch me touch myself inappropriately. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that.
Louise says, maybe we drink if you lose, Mark. Oh, yeah, okay, I like that. Because there's a lot of people in the UK that are drinking now.
Okay.
So, right, okay, so the rules are then, if Miss Sherry Vine loses, then you guys need to drink, the viewers.
Yeah, they're on my side. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're subbing for me.
Right, so, next one. Name 3 pet peeves.
Littering, smoking in public, and rudeness.
Well done.
Littering's my big, oh my God, I hate a litter bug.
Okay, I'm gonna get really, really drunk, I think.
In New York City, there's a trash can on every corner and people just throw it down on the street. I'm like,
Don't. It happens in the UK as well. It is really, really annoying. The worst one is when they're driving and they flick it out of the window whilst they're driving.
I know. And yeah, and smoking doesn't really bother me. It just came to my mind because I'm an ex-smoker. I've smoked forever and I've only not smoked for like 7 years. So I don't want to be a hypocrite. It doesn't bother me.
Okay, next one. Here we go. Name 3 nicknames for releasing your bowels.
Taking a dump, taking the kids to the pool, releasing your tunnel.
Well done.
You're going to ask the queen of singing about shit? That's an easy one.
I know, right? I didn't think this one through.
Yeah, it's something I know I can get.
Okay, so moving on. Name 3 smells that make you gag.
Blue cheese, cheddar cheese, any kind of cheese.
I don't know if I should give you that one because you said like 3 different cheeses.
How many people do you know that hate cheese? It's not a diet thing. I hate cheese.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get the cheese there. I love the cheese. I love cheese.
I know most people do. I'm weird.
Okay. Name 3 things you pop.
My fingers, a soda can, and my lid.
Well done. Pop your lid. Love it. You're getting me drunk.
Good.
I mean, I'm happy about it, so.
Next time it's going to be 10 p.m. my time, and then I'll drink.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll switch it. Right, moving on. Name 3 ways to hide a fart.
Walk away, pretend, blame it on the dog, and deal with it.
You're out of time then. So we'll nominate someone to drink. Since it was Louise's idea. Well, in fact, actually, somebody's just popped into the comments there. Ian, I have Halloween vodka jellies. There you go, Ian. You take a vodka jelly shot now because Sherry lost. Also, if you can video yourself doing it and then send it to me, I'll post it out. So there you go.
If I had some vodka jellies right now, I would have one of those at 3 o'clock.
This is why we're going to do a switcheroo, and I'll make sure that I've got a day off, and I'll just get drunk during the day. I don't care.
Okay.
Right, so here we go. Name 3 things you can find in your bedroom.
A statue, books, and my bed.
Okay, I'll drink to that. A statue?
It's only this big, but Joey Arias. Do you know Joey Arias, the legendary goddess Joey Arias?
Yes.
Made this. We were performing in Venice, and this was a long time ago. I was baby drag queen. I didn't have a penny to my name. And she bought me this glass, because you know they're very famous in Venice for the blown glass. This glass, like Matisse dancer. It's just, I've had it for 20 years and it's one of my favorite things to look at.
That's amazing. Great story, actually.
Statue, but it's whatever.
Right. You've got 2 more. Here we go. Name 3 turnoffs.
Racism, bigotry, anger.
Just in time. Well done. I won't say what I was going to say. Never mind. I was going to say, so definitely not Mr. President, eh?
Girl, 3 days. 3 days.
Hopefully.
You know, it's really scary. I mean, I'm not even kidding when I say I've had nights, the past couple of nights where I can't sleep. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, I physically, and like anxiety attacks and panic. And my roommate also, and Jackie Beat was over here last night. And she was just like, I can't, I mean, everybody here is freaking out.
And when do you find out?
Well, allegedly Tuesday, but it might not be, because if he loses, I think he'll probably try to take things to court and drag it out. And if he wins, I mean, it's going to be ugly in this country next Wednesday, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's going to get ugly. And it's really scary. It's just so sad. I mean, whatever. I don't want to bring the party down, but it's just like, I'm sure you have in the UK too. You think like there's so many people have evolved and moved forward, and then you're like, they haven't.
Yeah.
300 million people in this country, and half of them like him. So I don't get it.
Yeah. But to be fair, I mean, it doesn't bring down the party. And to be fair, I mean, in the UK, and there are people who are in the comment section who will also agree that when we drink, we talk politics. That's what happens.
Oh, yeah.
So in the UK, that's what happens. We get drunk, we talk about politics.
Yeah, we do too. I just feel like sometimes people are like, we didn't bring you on, clown, to talk about politics. But
it's to be fair though, for you, and obviously you'll have people from the US watching. It is important. It's an important thing, and obviously we will talk about that
every day. Trying to encourage people to vote. You know, I mean, I have so many friends that don't vote. I'm like,
yeah,
in certain states, whatever. So it's important, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's weird because I can kind of understand these homophobic or racist or just whatever their thing is, straight white people voting for Trump. Like, I can, like, okay, I get that. I can't get people of color, gays, Jews, I'm Jewish, Jews voting for Trump. I don't get that. I don't get that. I do not get. I mean, I went to the store because I needed to buy some props, and they sell, you know, it's a Jewish-owned store, and they sell like yarmulkes and stuff, menorahs and whatever. And they had Trump buttons at the register. And I was like, that literally, to me, that's a Jew voting for Hitler. Sorry. Okay, hi.
Right, let's get your last one out of the way. Let me set up the timer. Here we go. Name 3 things you can do when you're bored.
Masturbate, watch television, read a book.
Straight off the bat. Well
every night.
Well, that was fun. That was educational.
Talking about masturbating, please go back to politics.
No, let's talk about masturbating some more. We're good. Right. Well, welcome to Spill It.
Thank you. I love a game. That was different. I never get to do that. It's very different. It's fun.
Thank you. To be fair, that's the first time that we've done that on this show. So there you go. Ian says number 1 and number 3 together, which was your masturbate and read a book. And then Glenn says at the same time.
At the same time. Well, TV maybe. I'm just not reading a book. No.
Yeah, you can have the TV on in the background, I suppose.
Yeah, totally. I've been reading a lot though during since Corona. I said I'm not gonna spend a year watching TV. although I have watched my fair share. I was like, let me read. I got a whole list of books that I've always wanted to read and never read, and I've just been going through them. So
I was going to get into reading because we are going to enter our second lockdown, which means that we're not allowed to leave the house or anything like that. So the UK has dealt with it completely. Don't mind me, I'm just pouring myself a drink. So the UK has dealt with it a bit differently to the US. So how has and obviously we're going to go down a serious route now before we get into obviously talking about everything that you do. How has it been different in the US when it comes to the coronavirus and how it's been managed and things like that?
Well, I mean, Los Angeles is probably different than most of the United States. Things have been like bars, restaurants that are you can't eat inside. There are no bars open, no clubs, no theaters. All of that has been closed since March, period. And so there's other parts of the United States that have not closed and are just kind of ignoring it. And certainly the president of our country is saying it's no problem. But it's getting really bad. It's been bad, and it's just getting worse. But I have to say, Los Angeles I can't remember what phase we're in, but you can eat in a restaurant if it's outside or get takeaway or whatever. Some things like nail salons, they can only have a certain number, like 2 or 3 people, and they put up glass or plastic partition between everything. It's very weird.
So we've had, as I say, we are going into our second lockdown.
Oh, you froze. Girl, you froze. Where'd you go?
Hello, we're back. I have no idea what happened then. I'm so sorry.
Okay, honey, look, everyone in the world is on the internet at the same time.
Yeah, they're watching us. That's what it is. So, right. So, I was talking about the UK. So, the UK has obviously going into a second lockdown. We are not able to leave our house unless we are going out for exercise, things like that, essentially. So, you're allowed to leave.
We never got that bad, but there is a mask mandate in California. Like where I live, you have to wear a mask. Period.
Yeah, as in like all the time.
Outside. So when I walk out your door, you have to have a mask on.
Yeah, we're not that bad. If you go indoors, you have to wear a mask, but not all the time.
Yeah,
right.
Where I live wears them. I mean, I don't see any people not wearing a mask.
So Reese has a question. Obviously, you talked about before that you had just started reading again during obviously the Corona crisis. So he asks, "What's your favorite book?"
Oh my God, it's adorable. I just read a book called Addie Pray, which is, there's a movie called Paper Moon with Ryan O'Neal and Tatum O'Neal, Madeline Kahn, and it's hilarious. It's a great movie. Tatum O'Neal actually won the Oscar, the youngest person to ever win an Oscar. And anyway, the book that it's based on is called Addie Pray, and I just read that, and it's been on my list for like years. It's great. And Mists of Avalon, it's the King Arthur Camelot story, but told from the perspective of the women.
Oh, wow.
Witchy and magical and amazing, and oh my God, I'm obsessed. And it's a big, thick book, but it's so good. I mean, if you like that genre. So those are my favorites right now that I just read.
I love it. Absolutely love it. And then Lee Jenkinson asks, the best song collaboration you've done?
Oh, I have to say my favorite video parody of mine, which was a song collaboration, was the Telephone video where I was Lady Gaga and Peppermint was Beyonce. That was one of my favorite. Out of all my videos, that's my favorite.
To be fair, when you was talking about your favorite, I had in my head, if she doesn't say telephone, I'll be really, really disappointed, and I'll have to say that, because that is one of mine. So
a lot together. We probably have like 4 or 5 videos. I mean, we worked together in New York for like 18 years. So,
oh wow!
Yeah, I mean, she's one of my best friends. I just adore her. So we've done a lot together, but that's my favorite.
Love it. And then Ian asks, what your favorite place in Las Vegas?
So I'm sorry, Ian. You know, I'm not a big fan of Las Vegas. As I love Las Vegas for 2 days. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love the opulence. I love the casino, and like everything's big and shiny and glittery. And I'm like, oh. But after a day or two, I'm like, I've had enough, because the people are kind of like out of their mind. And there used to be some really fun gay bars, but a lot of them closed. I think Piranha was the last one I performed at, which was really fun, and I think they're still open. But yeah, as far as casinos and stuff, I don't gamble. I only go to Las Vegas. I'm getting paid. But MGM is probably my favorite casino. It's very opulent.
Nice. And so, for those who are watching. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, for Ian, like, if I'm paying my own money to go somewhere, I would go somewhere where there's no people, like the complete opposite of Las Vegas.
So as you said that, Scott has just left a comment there saying Vegas is too busy for me. I loved California when we went.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I go to a beach anyway. Like, I need to be by. I'm a Pisces. I need to be by water.
Oh, well, there you go. Explains a lot. There you go. So, for the people who may be watching who don't really know who Sherry is, I don't know whether people have been living like forever, like all their lives, but who is Sherry?
I'm totally kidding. Well, this year is this year is my 30-year anniversary of performing in drag. I know it's crazy.
Wow.
34. How's that possible? I'm not 34. So yeah, I've been performing for 30 years, and I guess I have more of a theater background. I'm like sing a lot of filthy parodies of pop songs, and act and sing and do comedy, and yeah.
Love it. And so what made you start getting into drag?
I did drag. I kind of dressed up for fun, just to go out and be like, oh, it's fun, let's dress up. But I didn't really perform. And then I started performing in drag because there's this song that I really wanted to sing called Black Coffee, which is kind of like this loungy torch song. And I was like, where am I? I can't stand in a gay bar as the man and sing that. Nobody wants to see that. So I created this character, Sherry, it was kind of like, you know, a tattered showgirl cigarette, and performed it, and it just kind of like turned into a thing.
Absolutely love it. Scott's asked a question in regards to your parodies. So what do the singers of your songs think of your parodies?
Well, I have to say the only person that's been vocally supportive is Lady Gaga, which was kind of, amazing. She loves them. She's put some of them on her website. She's tweeted me and messaged me like, oh my God, that's so funny. And we need to have a drink. And very, very supportive and very, very cool. Someone told me that Katy Perry loved my Dark Horse parody and that she had tweeted it to her sister or something. I don't know, but I haven't heard about anybody else, so I have no idea.
Did you go for the coffee with Lady Gaga?
No, it wasn't. It was a cocktail, not a coffee. But no.
Oh, cocktail.
I mean, I did meet her once, and maybe she remembers. Maybe she does remember. That's why she's been so cool. But I mean, I think she loves drag anyway. But I met her. I was actually DJing at this little, tiny, tiny, tiny little bar in the East Village of New York City. And I'm not a great DJ. I just did these little. It was a little party, and I'm DJing, and this girl walks up like in this black bodysuit, blonde hair, glass. She's like, "Can I perform my song?" And I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "No, I promise you, you're gonna love it. I've got 2 dancers. No, I'm not asking for money. I just really want to get on stage and perform this song." I was like, "Okay." And it was Just Dance, and it was Lady Gaga. And she gets up there, she performs, and she comes up afterwards, and she gave me a copy of her CD. She's like, "Thank you, I love you." Da, da, da. And so maybe she knew who I was just because I lived in New York and performed, and we both lived in New York, and she went to gay bars, and I performed in them. So maybe I don't know. But all I can say is that she was always very nice and supportive. But she loves drag, so.
I love it. Absolutely. That's an amazing story as well.
A little dive bar, and then 1 year later, I'm going to see her at Madison Square Garden. So it's just like, wow.
Lee Jenkinson asks, Heather Lettuce or Bianca Del Rio?
Who? Okay. Well, I mean, I've known Hedda for 30 years and love her, but Bianca's one of my closest, dearest friends. I tend to be drawn to rotten apples and people that I want to rescue and try to save.
And she's definitely that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've known Hedda for 30 years, but we don't hang out. She lives in Mexico. I live in LA. I saw her the beginning of the year when I was performing in Puerto Vallarta, where she lives and performs, and we had a good laugh and everything. So she's great. But Bianca, I mean, I talk to Bianca almost every single day. She lives outside of Los Angeles, so I've gone to stay with her at her house like 5 times during this quarantine, and she's like one of my best friends.
I love it. Leela says, so in response to you talking about how long you've been doing drag for, and obviously how long it was since you got started, Leela's comment to you is, you don't look old enough to be performing that long.
Thank you. It has nothing to do with the 3 lights that I have blown out on me, but thank you.
I mean, if that's what works, I need 3 lights right now. I've got one little tiny one in front of me.
Girl, and I'm not exaggerating, there's a wall of lights in front of me.
If you can, later on after when we've finished, if you can take a photo of that and send it to me, that would make my day, just so I can see it. Oh, she's off.
I'll do it right now. I mean, it's pretty hilarious, but it's like a wall of. All right, I'm gonna find you on Instagram and send it to you, and then I guess you could put it up now or put it in there, whatever you want. But you can.
I'll put it up afterwards.
Okay.
So Reese asks, do you just do drag for work, or do you drag up every day?
I do not do it every day. I've done drag. I do drag for things that are not just for work, but it's mostly for work. I don't do it every day. I mean, I'm not trans. I don't hang out and drag. I can say after 30 years of it, I still fucking love it. and have fun. Like, I kind of woke up today like, oh my God, I gotta get in drag. It's a gorgeous day out. And then as soon as I start, I'm like, yeah, I'm in drag. So I do love it. I absolutely love it. But I don't dress up to hang around the house.
No. Do you have, so this is from me.
How old is Reese?
How old is Reese, did you say?
I'm just curious.
Go on, Reese. You have to tell us your age now and everything.
That's not appropriate.
So, with regards to you getting ready, so this is a question from me. So, when you're getting ready for drag, do you have like favorite music to put on as you're getting ready, things like that?
Yes, of course. I always have music on when I'm getting ready, and I'm actually a rock and roll girl.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Rock and roll gay. And I appreciate lots of different types of music. I have everything, but I'm huge rock fan. And today I was listening to a lot of Susie and the Banshees, getting ready, because one of my favorites, and some T-Rex.
Nice. Catherine asks, who are your heroes?
Sorry, I had to do that because I know I'll forget. My heroes. Wait. Well, I mean, one, I'm going to be politically correct and say that, because I do mean it sincerely, is that right now, certainly anybody working in the healthcare profession, who are risking their lives to help people. I saw this interview last night. I was like, oh my God, don't make me cry. This nurse, he was like, at the beginning of Corona, there was someone in the hospital who died alone. I wasn't working that night, and they died alone because their family couldn't see them. And he said, I vowed I would never let that happen again. So I'll go in on a day off or whatever. I won't let anyone die alone. And I was like, oh my God, that's heartbreaking. So those are my heroes right now. And then, anybody who's just like dares to break the norms. Like I met this queen, we're friends, but we've never met. We just met on Instagram, this queen in Albania who's like, I've been stabbed. I get beat up all the time. I don't have anything. My family don't have anything to do with me. But he's still doing drag. And I'm like, that's a fucking hero.
Definitely. In response to that, and there's 3 messages from Reese to you. So Reese is saying he's a nurse.
Oh,
so
wow.
There you go. He's also 26.
Oh, so just a few years younger.
And he wants to know what your Insta is.
Miss Sherry Vine.
If you couldn't guess it, Reese, I'm very disappointed with you. But there you go.
He's a nurse that's so fucking cool. Yeah, and I'm just kidding. I mean, probably we're in other countries, but he's adorable.
No, to be fair, Reese has grown to be a very, very good friend of mine as well. So,
all right, cool.
So Reese actually came on this show. And he was talking about, this is how we got to know each other. So Reese came on the show and he was talking about body image and body confidence and things like that. And then from that point, we've hung out, we've been talking a lot, and we're very good friends now. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Jade asks, who's your favorite band?
Hi, Jade. Well, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Susie and the Banshees. I don't really listen to CDs anymore because they're kind of old and obsolete. And when I moved from New York to LA, I threw away, I burned them onto the computer, onto my iTunes, and I threw them all away. And the only ones I kept were Susie and the Banshees. Because it's like, I can't physically throw it away. And I think it's the only band that I have every single record of. Just a big fan. But I mean, there's so many. I love Blondie. I tend to really, like I said, like The Rock, the Ramones. I'm a huge Ramones fan. And, but I love Gossip, Beth Ditto. It's amazing. So I have lots of favorites. I can't think of anyone that's like super current right now that I'm obsessed with.
I think when they come on the playlist, you just like, and I love this one and whatnot. And
I love finding new music, and I just haven't in a long time found anything that I was like, wow.
Love it. And Scott asks, how long does it take to get ready?
Oh, honey, I just throw in a little lip gloss. I'm ready.
I wake up like this. I mean, I literally wake up like this. So.
90 minutes.
90 minutes.
90.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And then fitting right in there with the question as well, Vicky, who is my sister-in-law, she needs to know your skincare routine.
Girl, it is a process. Let me tell you, because I'm wearing 2 pounds of makeup. So when I take all this off, I've got like facial scrubs and then moisturizers. I'm constantly putting moisture on my face. I mean, I do like to go in the sun, and I probably, any doctor or skin professional would say that I probably expose my skin and face to too much sun. I always wear some kind of sunblock, but I do like to have a little sun kiss and to be in the sun. But I'm constantly moisturizing, and before I go to bed, it looks like an oil slick.
So you've had a couple of people following you, mainly Reese. Reese has just followed you now. There you go. Ian has already followed you as well. But then Ian also says 90 minutes to get ready. That's quicker than his wife.
Well, she's probably time because I doubt his wife has to wear as much foundation as I'm wearing. A lot of women, cisgender women, are like, "Oh, can you show me? I want to do your makeup." I'm like, "Why do you want to look like a whore?"
Love it. Oh, that's amazing. Lee Jenkinson asks, do you get sick of people asking if you want to be on Drag Race from one queen to another?
I get asked that more than anything else ever, other than do you swallow? But I do get asked that a lot. And no, I don't get sick of it. I mean, people are asking for a reason. They're curious. If they had Drag Race 15, 20 years ago or whatever, when I was, that age or just starting, I would have crawled through glass to get on that show. I mean, who wouldn't? It's a great exposure. It launches these queens into a whole other thing. They have millions of Instagram followers. They're making a lot of money. They get to perform all the world. And so I've been very blessed. I'm one of the few. It's like me, Jackie Beat, Varla Jean Merman, Lady Bunny, and Coco Peru. I mean, there's like 5 or, it's a very small handful of us that get to perform around the world and do everything that we do without having been on Drag Race. That being said, I would not go on Drag Race now unless it was some kind of special season, which I wish they would do. There have always been these rumors that they're going to do, a legend season or the season of the seasoned queen or whatever. And I would go on that in a minute. Yes.
Lee's reply is that you've done great without it. And I completely agree.
Thank you.
Glenn says, in response to that as well, you would destroy the competition.
Well, I think if they had a special season where it could be those queens I listed, and Hedda Lettuce and Shaquita and Peaches, Christ, all these, Heclina, all these queens that we're all in the same age group. We've all been doing it for a long time. That would be, I think, fun and exciting, and we're friends, but it would still be like competitive. I mean, I would fucking watch that in a minute. That I would do. But can I go on there doing what I do, which I wouldn't be able to do on the show because, I wouldn't be able to sing parodies or do anything like that because that's not what it's about. It's a reality show. I can't do a death drop. So I don't know how. I don't know if I would kill it on there. I don't know. But whatever. It's fine. It is what it is. If they do a special season, I'm in, and if they don't, then that's fine. I love it because I always have friends on it every season, so I love watching
it. If they were to do like a Legends kind of season, if they did that and they had the rules of All Stars, where obviously they vote off people, would you have no issue in voting off your friends?
Yes, I would not have an
Bye, bitch. See you later.
That's the game. It's not like personal. I mean, I think with, that's one of what I love about All Stars is that it's not easy. And I think that I would be very fair and be like, okay, the person who I did not think did well goes home. I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm sending Jackie home because I'm threatened by her. No, I want to fucking beat Jackie,
Fairly.
face to face. So I would not have a problem. That's how you play the game. And if you know that before you go on, then.
Yeah, of course. Vicky Wright, in response to her comment before when you were talking about your skincare routine, she needs your skin, but not Texas Chainsaw style. Thank you for your reply. 90 minutes is nothing, you absolute beauty. It takes me 90 minutes to scaffold my boobs in my bra.
Oh my God, I'm going to have a drink with Vicky. Well, it takes me like to paint my tits to make it look like I have some boobs, but thank you. And I'm glad. No Texas Chainsaw. Okay.
I mean, we're at Halloween. Anything could happen now. Do you know what I mean? So
it's hereditary. I mean, I'm fine with the way I look. I have had a little Botox here. I have not had any surgery. But my mom is 80, and I'm not there's not a line on her face. I look at her and I'm like, oh, I hope I have that skin. I hope I have that skin.
And you do. So there you go. Ian says, asks, I have seen some great drag acts in Europe, especially in Germany. Is Europe a hotspot for drag acts?
Certainly Germany. Berlin I lived in Berlin for 3 years. It's one of my favorite places in the world, and they have amazing drag there. I think certain parts of Europe, like Germany for sure, the difference is that drag has always been considered a legitimate art form. So there's a respect for it. It's not some fringe, ghettoized, art form, which it certainly was in the United States before Drag Race. I think it's that RuPaul's Drag Race has legitimized drag, which we're thankful for.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some amazing drag. I love going to places, like you said, where you don't expect to see drag, but there is drag, and it's actually, they're so brave because they really have to, it's a lot harder than it is in other places. But yeah, I've had some amazing times and seen some amazing queens in Helsinki and in Zurich, a place, Vienna. Oh my God, so much fun. So I've been very lucky. I get to perform, and I love drag. I'll always look for a drag show to go to and become friends with the girls. So
yeah, it's yeah.
And drag queens in the UK. I mean, my God.
Yeah, there's some really good ones in the UK, to be fair, as well. And
so I'm Veda in Dublin. Some of the queens in Dublin, and certainly Veda Lady, we've become really good friends, and I adore her. And I have seen some of the funniest fucking drag I've ever seen in the world in Dublin.
Yeah, Dublin. I don't know what it is about Dublin, but I found the drag queens that are in Ireland, specifically Dublin, are funnier and in my opinion, better than some of the ones that are already in the UK.
I don't know either, but I went to Bianca and I, after our show that we did together in Dublin, I opened for her. We went to the George because we're friends with the girls, and we're like, let's go see the show. We weren't dressed up. We got out of drag, and we're just sitting in the audience, but we were screaming, and I was like, fuck, this is probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen ever in the world. These queens are funny. There's an outrageousness to these queens in Dublin that I just love. And yet they still look good, and there's a style, and their lip sync is perfect. It's like, they're giving you a real professional show, and they're just hilarious.
Yeah, definitely. Jade has asked, so this has been the last question, guys, because we do need to start wrapping up as well, because I know that you've got a busy day ahead of you, Sherry, as well. So, but this will be...
have a little show, and then Reese is coming over.
There you go, Reese. Well done. But Jade asks, since it's Halloween, what is your favorite horror spooky movie?
Oh, well, I'm kind of a geek. I love like Marvel movies. Those aren't spooky, but I love that. I love fantasy. So I can watch Alien and movies that, The Exorcist, things like this. I love that kind of horror because it's not real. And I can't watch Saw or these like torture-y things. Like, I don't like those kind of horror Halloween films. The first Halloween movie is so scary. It's so terrifying. And there's really like very little blood. You don't see, you know what I mean? It's like you see like the feet dangling while he's strangling them, but you don't see his hands strangling.
The realism to it, to make it real, if you will. Yeah, I get that.
It's really scary without having to be gory. I don't mind gore so much if it's like Alien. I mean, God, those are my favorite movies, the Alien series.
I've only just recently watched Alien, so
good.
No, but again, that falls into your kind of realism type of thing. So
and you don't, honey, that movie is so fucking scary. You do not see that creature until the last 3 minutes of the movie.
Yeah,
it's like you just see a shadow, or you see like the goo dripping, or whatever, and you see the people screaming and yelling, and then it's so good.
Yeah, definitely. So this is going to take us towards the end of the show. Vicky's got another comment here. Oh my God, Marcus, sugar tits. I didn't think you would read that out about scaffolding her boobs. So I'm loving Sherry. Amazing. Such an inspirational stunner. So glad I'm watching.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Vicky.
So where can people find you? What have you got coming up that people should be aware of? Here is your time on the floor to talk about anything you want.
I got a lot going on. First of all, everyone just goes to sherryvine.com. That's the easiest way to find me. It's got my email. You can request a cameo, which is like a personalized video for a birthday or whatever. You can buy t-shirts, and there's a whole merch store. You can download my songs. You can see all the places that I'm not performing because of Corona. It has links to Instagram, so please follow me on Instagram, Miss Sherry Vine. You can go to YouTube, Miss Sherry Vine, also, and see all of my silly, filthy videos. I made a special playlist that's called Pandemic Pop Parodies. Pandemic Pop Parodies. So it's all the silly, dumb, stupid, filthy videos I've made during Corona. Blah, blah, blah. Sherryvine.com.
Nice. So what have you got going?
Do you have Alt TV? Sorry, this is just one last little thing. Sorry. Do you have Alt TV in the UK? Can you watch it?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to.
Oh.
I'm doing a variety show for Alt TV. They're huge in Canada, and I think they're in parts of the UK, and I know they're in Australia, and they're parts of the US. And I'm filming a variety show for them, 6 episodes with an amazing list of some of your favorite, most amazing drag queens ever. And we start filming that next week, and it'll air in the spring 2021. So look for that if you got Alt TV.
Alt TV.
Yeah.
There you go. So Alt TV, guys. So Alt TV, if you can get it, there you go. Can you stream it via web?
Yes, there's lots of ways to do it. You could do it, I think, off of an Android and Apple device. You can watch it you'll be able to watch it, I think, on iTunes. So it's called the Sherry Vine Variety Show, and it's coming in the spring.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. So we've got a couple more comments. Glenn asks, do you have a support page so we can donate money to you?
Yes.
Yes is the short answer.
Sure. Yeah, I love money. I'm just kidding. Well, I kind of feel like I want people, I don't promote it. If you go to sherryvine.com, there's a donation button, which is a tip button. And I don't push that so much because I feel like I would love for people to get something for their money. So you can download songs or albums or request a cameo video, whatever. So you can get something for your money. But if you just want to tip a bitch, then gorgeous.
Nice. So Reese asks, can I get a cameo? Yes, Reese, you have to book. head over to Sherry's page and
No,
book.
Reese just messaged me on Instagram. No, I'm just kidding. You're not appropriate. Reese, hashtag me too.
Reese took a bitch, right, and request it. Simple as that. That's what I'm saying. So, Glenn asks, Sherry, when are you on tour again? Obviously, this is going to be when obviously Corona has died down and you're able to travel and things like that. But can you try getting the tour in Lancashire? Fight the tour manager. Oh, fight the tour manager. Yeah. So
I had a whole UK tour planned. It was going to be my very first solo tour of the UK. That was supposed to happen in May or something. I can't remember. So we'll see. I mean, when we get through this and hopefully the theaters and everything will survive and still be there, then they're going to be much smaller venues than Bianca, of course. But we do it'll be my first solo tour in the UK. So yes, that is coming. And another Comedy Queens tour or something, because that was just so much fun.
It was so good. So good. But when it comes to obviously you doing your UK tour, make sure obviously you get in touch and I will promote it to everybody as well who's watching the show. It's meant a lot that obviously you come on the show tonight and or today for you. It means a lot for me and obviously the guys watching at home.
Thanks for accommodating it and doing it later, because I was like, I don't think I can do 9 a.m. girl. So thank you for changing, your regular programming to accommodate me, and a big kiss to everybody and to you. And like I said, the next time I'm over there, we'll have a drink.
Yes, we will. Let me know and we'll have a drink. We'll sort it out. But I will leave you to it. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. Good luck with your show today.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll be absolutely fab. I have you on Insta, so feel free to message me whenever. And if you do plan the UK show, then you're more than welcome to come on the show again to talk about that, talk about what's coming up anytime. So yeah,
I will remember that. And when this is up or whatever, send me the link.
Yes, well, it's up straight away, so you'll be able to see it straight away. But yeah, I'll send you the link so then you've got it as well. So
yeah, pretend you're teaching tech to your grandmother. That's how you teach. Okay, I love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye, honey. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Wow. How amazing was that, guys? Let me get this wig off. I can breathe now. What a great episode. Oh, my God. That was amazing. Reese, you pulled. Congratulations. I'm probably going to have a drink with her when she's in the UK next. Glenn is in this room here. Fuck Glenn. Ian actually waved. Well done, Ian. Good. We've got this is what we've got to do nowadays. So wave through TV screens and wave through tablet screens and all of that lot. Vicky says, "Wow, honestly, Vicky, it was amazing. What a great person. What a humble person as well. Such an amazing human being. Absolutely love her. Wow. Lee Jenkins said, what a show. Marcus, you are melting. I know. It's going in my eye. I'm like, oh. Sorry about all the redness there, by the way, guys. Sorry about all the redness. I mean, it's Halloween. We should be used to redness. But there you go. It's going in my eye. It's stinging like hell. Yeah. Wow. What a great episode. It was absolutely amazing to have Sherry Vine. Sherry Vine's been on Spill It, guys. Sherry Vine has been on Spill It. Oh, I'm over the moon. I am over the moon. I am on a high. It probably helps that I've been drinking lots of rum tonight as well. But yeah. Oh, pink eye. But yeah, Lee Jenkins said, plus some Gaga story too. I know. We got to. Maybe one day we'll get Gaga on to tell us like the other half of the story as well. Who knows? Who knows where Spill It's going to go? But for now, that will be a story for another day. And you can make sure that you follow me, my page, the things that I do. I am trying so hard to get this far and wide, to get more and more people on here, to get people that you know, people who you don't know, unsung heroes and our actual heroes as well. I am doing everything that I can do to get people on for you guys. I'm trying to create this community. We're going to make it bigger and bigger and better than ever before with every passing week. And you can find me on Facebook. My name is Marcus Wright. I do this as a show. I call it a Facebook Live talk show. It's like a podcast and a talk show. It's a live podcast. Let's call it that, right? So you can find me on Facebook under Marcus Wright. You can add me free of charge on there, and I'll probably accept. I might question who you are, but you can add me on Facebook and you can find me on Marcus Wright. Or you can go over to my Instagram, which is Insta @spillit_Marcus. You can find me on there as well. And when I am not doing Spill It, I also run a dance exercise class called Dance X, believe it or not. And you can find that under Facebook at www.facebook.com/DanceXPreston. You can also find me on YouTube because we are currently streaming via YouTube. And you can find me at www.youtube.com/M4RCUSLEE. That's a 4 instead of the A because I'm clever like that. But there you go. And you can also find me on Twitch if you use Twitch at all at www.twitch.tv/spill_it_Marcus. You can also email me at marcus@spillit.uk. I have got a section called Agony Phone Call, which is where I get to help you come to terms with your problem and solve it for you so then you can live a better life. Last week, we had somebody email me saying that their cat wants to create an army of cats and take over the world, and I had to give a situation like that. So it can be a made-up problem. I mean, I'm not saying that the cat hasn't made an army. That's probably not. Might not have happened. Maybe it's happened. Who knows? I'm not gonna do that. Cats, if you are watching and you're offended by the fact that I think that you're made up, please email me at marcus@spillit.uk and I'll get you on the show. But thank you so much, guys, for joining in. It's been absolutely amazing. What an episode. What a person. What a gal. Oh, I'm in love. I think Reese is in love as well. Reese has obviously started messaging her straight away. He's disappeared off the face of the earth. But there you go. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. Stay safe. As I said before, we are going into a second lockdown in the UK. If you need to reach out to someone, please feel free to message me, to reach out to me at the Spill It page. Or if you'd like to speak to somebody, you've also got the team over at mind.org.uk. Visit that site. You can get support and you can get resources as well. Yeah. Have a great weekend, guys. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough November. But together, we will get through it. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for sharing and for commenting and for liking, all of that lot. Don't forget, you can continue sharing and get more people watching the show. I would appreciate that. And also invite your friends, man. Go on my page, onto Spill It, and press invite friends and invite all of your friends onto my page. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue drinking rum. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little bit tipsy. So there you go. I'm going to continue. Oh, Reese is still here. There you go. Hi, Reese. I wasn't talking about you at all. Right. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Happy Halloween. Have a great weekend. You know where I am if you need to reach out. But don't forget, reach out to someone because it's important. Right. Thank you so much. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I will bid you all farewell. Bye for now.